Coffee has earned its top spot as a favorite beverage due to its rich aroma and taste. Our artist for the week, Sunshine Plata, extends her painting skills to touch on coffee. In this clip, let's see how she started her aromatic artistry.
I'm Sunshine Plata. I'm a coffee painter, and I was discovered in the Martha Stewart show and the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in the States. I graduated from the University of Santo Tomas, and I started painting with coffee in year 2000. I discovered painting with coffee because I wanted so bad to be in fine arts. I'm a psych major actually. So I was thinking I was painting already, but I wanted a different medium that would separate me from the other artists. I would always go back to the thought of that trip to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. There I saw a 19th century signature written in coffee, and I said, if that guy signed his name in coffee, make it last 100 years, and maybe if I paint with it, I can make it last as long also. Before, when I started, I'm not very used to making people, portraits. So later on, when I was practicing, I looked for pictures, old pictures, and I came across a picture of these two girls getting water from a deep well. So when I saw that picture, I was imagining something else, and I made it like they're getting coffee from a deep well. So I was imagining that what if we had a deep well for coffee? Wow, it would be nice, it would be fantastic. And then after that, I was thinking maybe it could be magical. So I drew wings on the two girls, making them fairies. There were a lot of challenges, really. First is how to frame these paintings properly and the right way. And also, there were also challenges in the acceptance of the public because it is an alternative medium. Not everybody knows that you can paint with coffee. Some people even doubt if I'm using brown watercolors or it's really coffee, so I make them smell it. You'd notice that most of my paintings are glossy browns. That's the nature of coffee. My exhibit was sponsored by Nestle Philippines, Nescafe. After that, I had 33 paintings there on exhibit, 33, and 24 got sold in just one night. And I decided that the remaining paintings that were left, I'd email Ripley's to tell them, hey, believe it or not, I paint with coffee. After that, they bought 2 of my paintings, so that got me featured in their museum, which is still there, the New York Times Square Museum of Ripley's. So you'll see Reina de la Luna and Fairy of Sorrows there. So Ripley's had 2 of my works there, showed at the Martha Stewart shows. It's entitled Swan Symphony. I have a thing for swans. I like swans. They're beautiful creatures. And in this painting, I was thinking of a person who's drinking coffee, and when you're drinking coffee, you get to imagine things. And that particular person could be imagining a swan mother and baby. Actually, I don't have formal training in art. Whenever I make mistakes, what I do is try to cover them up so it doesn't come out like there's a mistake. So if, let's say, I accidentally drew a line here when it's not supposed to be there, I draw a cup or something else or a cloud. So everything, I think, for me is spontaneous. So it's not supposed to be there, it wasn't planned, but I'm going to put a cloud anyway so that I don't waste my paper. The Espresso Effect novel is a collaboration with Iris Orpi. She is from UP. She came up with a sci-fi novel about coffee, and she asked me if I could join her to be featured there. So my works were made out of coffee, and these are like speaking of dreams of the main character. There's a difference in maybe when you use brewed, you have to use hot, but when you use instant, you can take it anywhere, bring it anywhere. The title of this painting is Tuti May Tutal, I used to own turtles before. I'm a fan of turtles, and I used to own pet turtles. It's about my granddad who used to be a sorbetero. So I was really into it. It's 22 by 15, this big. And I was able to finish it in 2 days because I was really interested in making it. And we had 7 feet of water here inside our house. The paintings here were all drowned, and there was just a few paintings of maybe 1 or 2. And so it took us 3 months to get over the tragedy of it, clean back everything. All I was able to save were my art materials, but the paintings, no more. This is entitled Swan, and now it's not anymore just coffee as the medium. Now it's mixed with flood water. It's mixed media. This is for a dentist actually. So I think it's easier to come up with an artwork. It's quicker actually to come up with an artwork when you know the person who you're making it for. Okay. My dad would see me awake at 3 a.m. painting with coffee, and for him it was kind of absurd because not everybody paints with coffee. And here you are collecting paintings, and who would have thought that people would buy it eventually very soon? If people without limbs can use their mouths to paint, don't be afraid to use that creativity flowing in your veins to actualize what is seen in your mind, given to you by the creator. So actualize it and share it to the people.